Joan of Arc, one of history's most enigmatic and revered figures, has captivated the world for centuries with her mystical visions, extraordinary courage, and tragic martyrdom. Known as the Maid of Orleans, she rose from obscurity to become a warrior and national hero of France, claiming divine guidance in her mission to drive out English forces during the 100 Years' War. Despite her achievements, mysteries and unanswered questions still linger around her life, her visions, and her motivations. Here, we explore the captivating story of Joan of Arc, delving into her prophetic experiences, her untold bravery, and the enduring mysteries that surround her legacy. 1. The origins of Joan's visions. Joan of Arc was born around 1412 in Domremy, a small village in northeastern France, at a time when France was torn apart by the 100 Years' War with England. From an early age, Joan claimed to experience visions and hear voices, which she believed were messages from saints guiding her to a divine purpose. These visions would define her life and ultimately lead her to the battlefield. The first vision. At age 13, Joan reported seeing the first of her visions, where Saint Michael, Saint Catherine, and Saint Margaret appeared to her. These saints instructed her to support Charles VI, the rightful heir to the French throne, and to help drive the English from France. Divine guidance or mental phenomenon. Joan's visions have been the subject of much debate. Some historians and scholars suggest that her experiences could have been a form of mental illness, epilepsy, or a psychological phenomenon. Others argue that her visions were genuine mystical experiences, aligning her with saints and figures of divine guidance throughout history. Mystery of the voices. Joan's unwavering belief in her voices drove her decisions and actions, but how these experiences originated remains a mystery. Despite speculation, the nature of her visions defies explanation, leaving room for faith, psychology, and historical mystery to coexist. 2. Joan's rise to heroism and her miraculous military success. At a time when societal norms severely limited women's roles, Joan of Arc's journey to military leadership was nothing short of miraculous. She convinced Charles VII, the Dauphin, heir to the throne, to allow her to lead an army, a task usually reserved for seasoned male warriors. Convincing the Dauphin, in 1429, Joan travelled to the court of Charles VI and persuaded him that she had been chosen by God to save France. She underwent a rigorous examination by theologians, who, after finding no evidence of heresy, declared her mission legitimate. With her confidence and charisma, she gained the trust of the future king. Victory at Orleans. Joan's most famous military success came at the Siege of Orleans, where her leadership inspired the French troops to a resounding victory. This victory marked a turning point in the 100 Years' War, as it reinvigorated French morale and provided proof to many of Joan's divine favour. A heroine in armour, Joan's presence on the battlefield was highly unconventional. She wore mail armour, carried a banner instead of a weapon, and fearlessly led her troops into battle. Her courage, resilience, and symbolic role as a messenger of God rallied the French forces and struck fear into the English. Despite her lack of formal military training, Joan's strategic insights and leadership abilities surprised many, leading to speculation about the source of her skills. Was she guided by her voices, or was her instinct owned by divine inspiration? Joan's uncanny success in battle remains one of the greatest mysteries of her life. 3. The trial and martyrdom of Joan of Arc. Joan's extraordinary journey took a tragic turn in 1430 when she was captured by the Burgundians, French allies of the English. Sold to the English, she was put on trial for charges that ranged from heresy and witchcraft to cross-dressing, all meant to discredit her claim to divine inspiration. A political trial, the trial was more than a legal proceeding. It was a carefully orchestrated political maneuver. The English and their allies sought to undermine Joan's impact on the French cause by casting her as a heretic, thereby discrediting her influence. The charges of heresy and cross-dressing. Joan was accused of heresy, partly due to her claim of divine visions and her refusal to renounce them. Additionally, her wearing of mail armour, considered cross-dressing by her captors, was used as further evidence of her defiance of religious norms. Her strength under interrogation. Joan faced intense interrogations, during which she maintained her claims of divine guidance and defended her choices. Despite limited education, she skillfully navigated the complex theological questions posed to her. Her calm and dignity under extreme pressure only heightened her mystique. Martyrdom by fire. On May 30, 1431, Joan was convicted and burned at the stake in Rouen, France. Witnesses reported that she faced her death with remarkable courage, praying and calling on the name of Jesus. Her final words and the sight of her holding a wooden cross to her chest became emblematic of her faith and resilience. Joan's martyrdom solidified her as a symbol of faith, courage, and national pride, but her death also left many unanswered questions. Was she executed purely for political reasons, or were her captors genuinely threatened by her claimed divine connections? 4. The legacy and rehabilitation of Joan of Arc. 25 years after her death, Joan's case was re-examined. In 1456, Pope Calixtus III ordered an investigation into her trial, which led to her exoneration and her designation as a martyr. The nullification trial, the new investigation led by the Catholic Church, declared that Joan's original trial was biased and that she had been wrongfully convicted. This ruling restored her honor and established her innocence, cementing her status as a hero in the eyes of the French people. Beatification and sainthood. Joan's legacy continued to grow, and in 1909 she was beatified by the Catholic Church. In 1920, she was canonized as a saint by Pope Benedict XV. Today, she is considered one of France's patron saints and a symbol of unwavering faith. A symbol for many causes, Joan of Arc's legacy transcends religion and nationality. She has been embraced by various movements, from women's rights advocates to nationalists, as a figure of strength and resilience. Her story has inspired countless works of art, literature, and film, further amplifying her legend. 5. The enduring mysteries of Joan of Arc. Even centuries after her death, Joan of Arc's life remains shrouded in mystery. Questions about her visions, her military prowess, and her unwavering confidence continue to intrigue historians, theologians, and psychologists alike. The nature of her visions. Scholars and scientists have debated the source of Joan's visions for years. Were they divine experiences, psychological manifestations, or even a result of neurological conditions? Despite theories ranging from epilepsy to schizophrenia, no definitive explanation has been found. How did she gain such military acumen? Joan had no formal training, yet her instincts on the battlefield were often effective. Was it intuition, divine intervention, or sheer luck? Her ability to inspire and command soldiers far older and more experienced than herself remains a puzzle. Her unwavering faith and conviction. Joan's belief in her mission was unshakable, even in the face of torture and death. She could have recanted to save her life, but chose instead to face martyrdom. This steadfastness raises questions about her mental and spiritual resilience, and whether she was driven by an inner strength beyond ordinary understanding. The political and religious implications. Joan's impact on the French monarchy and the Catholic Church remains profound. Her visions and victories supported the legitimacy of Charles VII and became a source of national pride. Her story has forced historians to question the role of faith, nationalism, and politics in shaping her legacy. Conclusion: Joan's legacy of untold heroism. Joan of Arc's life is a remarkable story of courage, conviction, and mystery. Her rise from a simple peasant girl to a leader in one of history's most significant conflicts, guided by divine visions, is unparalleled. Her life raises profound questions about faith, spirituality, and human potential, and her execution as a heretic only solidified her status as a martyr. In the centuries since, Joan of Arc has become much more than a historical figure. She is a symbol of resilience, justice, and the power of belief. Her story endures not only because of her bravery and accomplishments, but also because of the unanswered questions and mysteries that surround her. In every retelling, Joan of Arc reminds us of the complexities of faith, the strength of conviction, and the shadows of human history that we may never fully understand.